In 2010, I had a stroke. That's right. At 34 years old, I had a stroke. That doesn't happen to a lot of people my age then. So, what happened to cause all this? Welcome to One Sober to Another. I'm Wayne. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing if you want more content like this. How did I have a stroke? My family had come over from Germany, and we decided that in some of the free time that I had as an Army recruiter, that we were going to go to Six Flags in New Jersey. When we got there, we decided we were going to do a drive-through safari where you can drive along a trail and, see things like hippopotamus and rhinoceros, giraffes, and all kinds of other animals. While we were driving, my face kind of fell down and my wife was like, "What the hell is going on?" Well, at that time, I couldn't hear her anyway, and I was all disoriented and I kept trying to drive along. As I was driving, my hand became completely numb and then it transferred to the other hand. So here I am trying to hold a steering wheel and drive along a park with a bunch of animals that aren't quite fenced in, and I can't feel the steering wheel. As my disorientation became more and more, it occurred to me that I might be having a stroke. Now, you may ask yourself, how does a 34-year-old person, 34-year-old man or woman, have a stroke? Well, in my case, I was coming off of such a binge that the alcohol withdrawal was throwing me into a stroke. I had a blood clot going all the way to my brain, and it was about to do some damage, as well as a host of other events that would transpire. My wife rushed me to the bathroom. I went into the bathroom and I lost all cognitive functions, and I could not remember where the hell I was, who the hell I am, and this just got worse. She notified the park authorities that something was going on and that they should probably call an ambulance. On the way to the hospital, the driver, I assume, was probably doing about 100 miles an hour because of the condition I was in, and somebody was working on me in the back of the ambulance. I can't quite remember what was happening, but I do remember that, it was scary as hell, and it was scary for my wife, and it was scary for my son. And I'm saying all this today because I just recently heard that my little brother suffered the same kind of episode. And with his episode, he said that he had experienced the same thing. The left side of his face, swooping down, his arm going numb. And it's alarming that these things can happen to people who are really young. And there's a lot of things that contribute to that kind of dysfunction within your body. For me, it was alcohol. Now, I can't say what it is for him. I can only assume that his diet might not be as good. His, physical fitness may be lacking a little bit. I'm not sure what's happening with him. He may have a blood disorder and, many other things that hopefully will come out with the test that he took when he went to the hospital as well. Now I say best of luck to you, little brother. I hope that you are healing well, and I hope that you see this video and you're like, holy shit, that happened to me too. But with me, it was, my alcoholism taking a toll on my body to a point where it was breaking me down. Now, the alcohol that I put into my system for the 2 weeks prior probably didn't have anywhere else to go but just to poison my brain and to, give me high blood pressure and to make my heart pump faster and many other things that, went wrong that day. And I say that to say this, folks. Alcoholism can do a lot more than just make you think that you're happy or, try to satisfy the feelings that you're trying to put down with medicating with alcohol. It can do a lot of damage to your body and to your organs and to your mind and to your, to the whole functionality of your system that you may not be aware of right away. I recommend folks, if you are suffering from some of the same things that I went through or that my little brother went through, with having a stroke. And for me, it ended up being something called a T.I.A. And that is symptoms of a stroke without a full-blown stroke. I'm not certain what happened with him. Perhaps he'll leave it in the comments. And I don't know. Maybe you've experienced the same thing. And if you have, as always, drop your comments below so someone else can get some of that. Folks, alcohol is damaging to every part of your body. And if you're an alcoholic like me, if you're taking in so much poison, it's eventually going to wear you down. It's the same thing as, having a daggone coffee every single morning, followed by a cigarette, followed by whatever, bad habit that you might have. Eventually, as I drink that, it's going to do some damage. And unless you are taking proactive measures in order to mitigate those damages, then it is going to take a toll on your body. Folks, this has been a short video about when I had a stroke and what happened with that and how it was caused and what you can do in order to mitigate that. Now, you can exercise regularly, eat better, drink a lot of water, get plenty of sleep, folks. And if you are experiencing an emergency, please call an ER, call an emergency room, call an ambulance, call emergency services. Don't try to just let it fade away and handle it on your own. And I already said life is a garden, folks. Dig it. Guess what? I'm going to see you in the next one. Have a good day.